Hi everyone, welcome back to the Web3 channel. My name is Zach. In this video, we're looking at McDonald's, another massive company getting into the Web3 space, specifically here, looking at trademarks for metaverses. McDonald's has filed a trademark for a restaurant in the metaverse that will actually deliver food to your home. This is some really interesting news. Let's go over what is happening here. How can a restaurant join the metaverse? Restaurant, cafe, whatever you want to call it. McDonald's has filed trademarks for a virtual restaurant that will deliver food online and in person. One covered entertainment services and events included online actual and virtual concerts. Panera Bread has also filed for a trademark for a Paneraverse. McDonald's has filed a series of trademarks for a virtual restaurant that will deliver food online and in person. The fast food chain joins a long list of other companies who have announced plans to cash in on the Web3, including the metaverse. The company filed 10 trademark applications to the USPTO February 4, covering both McDonald's and McCafe. One of the trademarks was for virtual food and beverage products, including NFTs, while another included operating a virtual restaurant online and featuring home delivery. It also trademarked entertainment services and events under the McDonald's and McCafe brands, including online, actual, and virtual concerts. The trademarks would protect the idea of a McDonald's restaurant in the metaverse that can sell both virtual and real-world food. Josh Gerben, a trademark lawyer, wrote on Twitter, "You are hanging out in the metaverse and get hungry. You don't have to put down your headset, you walk into a McDonald's and place an order. It arrives at your home a little while later." The USPTO will likely approve the trademarks through the review process, often takes it 8 to 9 months. Panera Bread also filed for something similar recently. Nike has established a metaverse studio and has patented plans for virtual assets ranging from avatars to crypto kicks, while Gucci, Microsoft, and Crocs are also seeking staff to work on their metaverse offerings. I think you're going to see every brand that you can think of make a play essentially within the next 12 months. I don't think anyone wants to be the next blockbuster and just completely ignore a new technology that's coming. Let's have a look at Josh Gerben's actual Twitter response to this. McDonald's is headed to the metaverse. The company has filed 10 trademark applications, indicating it planned to offer a virtual restaurant featuring actual and virtual goods and operating a virtual restaurant featuring home delivery. What we're seeing right here, of course, is the USPTO trademarks. Virtual food and beverage products, downloadable multimedia files containing artwork, text, audio and video files, and NFTs, online retail services, I know you can't see this, featuring virtual goods, entertainment services, namely providing online, actual, and virtual concerts and other virtual events, looking at Decentraland and others to come, operating a virtual restaurant featuring actual and virtual goods, operating a virtual restaurant and online featuring home delivery. Let's go further. Wow, this is pretty cutting edge. We know there will be virtual stores in the metaverse where people can come in and buy items. I never thought of a restaurant doing the same thing. These are their basic marks now, so wouldn't this suggest they're just protecting the trademarks in the metaverse, essentially saying they're not producing anything, they're just protecting their own name. So someone can't try to open up a McDonald's in the metaverse. Any existing trademark registration is limited to the goods and or services a company has applied for in the past. With the emergence of a new technology, it is common for companies to file new trademarks to ensure protection is clear. These trademark filings are made to protect the idea of a McDonald's restaurant in the metaverse that can sell you virtual food or real food. So essentially, they're making sure that no one can actually fake something here. Looking at some reaction, I'm all for the metaverse stuff, but comes to on a virtual restaurant just doesn't make sense. Think about this, where you're hanging out in the metaverse, you get hungry, you don't have to put down your headset, essentially convenience. Also, Forbes has covered this as well. They actually managed to get an interview with, I believe it was Josh Gerben, about it, and essentially saying that this is very much likely you're going to see every brand, etc., right? These requests often take the USPTO, etc. While the metaverse is not the only virtual world in which these trademarks can be used, Meta appears to be leaning more heavily into its version of a virtual world than any other major technology company, etc. This, in my opinion, is a huge step. It's just more steps that we're going to be seeing regarding metaverse approaches from all these different companies. Like they said, no one wants to become the next blockbuster. And the reality is that filing a trademark like this to McDonald's is very easy to do considering their resources. And where do they want to go with this? That is absolutely anybody's guess. As to the question is, what will every company try and do? Likelihood is we'll see NFTs that will bring more use case to McDonald's services. We'll also most likely see, I would guess, activations when it comes to collaborations with certain artists, entertainers, celebrities in general. We've seen how much McDonald's works with artists. We've seen, for example, the Travis Scott burger or whatever it was, the Travis Scott meal, right? My guess is that McDonald's is going to try and get into the event space in spaces like Decentraland, Sandbox, and other more advanced metaverses to come. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take on this. Of course, this is difficult to wrap your head around if you're not already in the NFT space, but if you would like to learn more about it, this is the channel for everything happening in the Web3 space, from NFT, crypto, and metaverse news. Make sure to subscribe for everything happening. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next Web3 video.